Hey, good morning, everybody. I am thrilled you're here today. I'm Rita Hickman, body mind expert, shiatsu massage therapist, but I help women primarily deal with toxic and narcissistic relationships so that they don't lose their mind or their life or their health gets worse or whatever it may be. I work with women whether they are thinking of leaving, whether they have already left and they're dealing through the divorce process, which is pretty nasty, or the separation process of some sort, or maybe if they're blindsided and never knew what this sort of relationship would look like. Possibly it's a toxic workplace that we walked into. Possibly that you've been with them for 40 years and you're just now realizing that you're not willing to put up with it anymore because the world has changed and you don't have to. Lots and lots of reasons why people who have mental health issues hijack the people around them. And you, my friend, are probably dealing with some toxic people in your life, partially because of the crazy world we live in. We're surrounded by this enormous level of stress. And so people's narcissistic thoughts and feelings and behaviors are coming to the surface. And people are responding and treating each other in ways which are just won't move us anywhere forward. So my job is to help you be one of the lights, is to help you be one of the people that survives and understands and knows how to heal themselves and move to a new plane of existence and knows how to enjoy their life, because we can't keep being the victims even though we've been victimized. The one benefit of being in relationship with a narcissist is that they challenge you to become the best version of yourself that you can, so that you can then go out into the world and really make a difference. So if you're here hanging with me, thank you. Glad to see you. Wonderful that you're here. And today we're going to talk about your number one priority when a narcissist is being nice to you. So typically typically a narcissist has some mental health things going on, whether it's on the Asperger side where they have no empathy, or whether it's on more the ADD, bipolar, borderline personality side where it's extremely emotional and highly volatile. So either way, you're dealing with someone who is constantly kind of on edge. They're on the edge and things can push them over one way or the other. If things go well, then they can be in a great space and supportive and kind because they feel good. If they're not doing well, because of weather or traffic, or they're tired, or they had too much sugar, or they're getting off of caffeine, or whatever it may be, then they go ballistic. They only have kind of on and off, yes or no, up or down. And so when you find that you are in a place of relatively peace and calm, that is one of the most important times of your life. Because most of us, what we do is we sit there kind of being battered over and over and over emotionally and do everything that we can to protect ourselves. And when we get a break to catch our breath, all you want to do is just collapse. All you want to do is just give up and be done. Here's the challenge. If you're ready to move out of where you're at, when you are in a relatively good space with someone who's toxic, you have to take that time and you have to use it to help yourself feel you're well. You have to look at them as opportunities, because you don't know when the weather is going to change and a narcissist decides that you are the complete reason that their life is a failure. And when they're going through that process, you don't know when that's going to happen. You don't know, because it's not about you. It's not about anything that you did. It's not about anything that you are. It has to do with where they are at in their inner world. And so when things are going smoothly, you have to build up your resources. You have to do all the things that will fill your well again. You have to get together with friends. You need to eat healthy. You need to start your vitamins. You need to start putting healthy habits in place. And even though you may get derailed by a narcissist, even though you went to the gym for one day, and then the next day the narcissist blew up again and now you're back down, it doesn't matter. You have to use the moments of when you feel good to fill yourself up. Because what happens is, as you do your growth work and as you get healthier, as you take good care of yourself, as you work through your issues, as you allow yourself to release, those difficult emotions that you've been carrying around and will make you sick and make you feel crazy. You have to use that time wisely. If you're in a situation and you really can't get out of it, and you're dealing with someone who is, struggling with mental health, it's interesting because a lot of the advice that's out there is, well, you need to push back, you need to stand up for yourself, you need to all of these things. But by now that many times when you've done that, that has made things worse. That's created a much bigger problem. You aren't ready to set those boundaries. You aren't ready to stand up and bring your voice forward. You aren't ready until you nourish yourself first, until you get the things that you need. And so when a narcissist is being nice to you, your number one priority is to get your needs met, is to use that breather, that vacation, that breath to do the things that will move you forward, even though you may get hijacked again the next day. Because every time that you take that step, it makes a positive difference for you. It moves you a little bit more in a direction. And you might not know how long it'll take, but you have to advocate for yourself. You have to decide that you are not going to let this control you. And so you start to get the things that you need. You start to take care of yourself. You start to research. You start to be curious. You start to listen to other people. You start to get support and help. And only after you've gotten to a little bit better place, that's when you can start dealing with the difficult times with a narcissist. In the meantime, if you have a moment of peace, you need to use it to fill up your well. And you'll also notice while you're filling up your well, while you're having that time to think or reflect or be quiet or meditate, you'll start to see insights and understandings you didn't see before. And you may start to see connections as to why they're being nice to you or why when they aren't nice to you. You may start to see that it's a scale, that it's an accumulation of things, and you'll be able to look deeper into the heart of the problem. One of the challenges is that a narcissist keeps on us in such a level of fight or flight that you're never able to get your head in the game. You're never able to get present or grounded. And so if a narcissist is being nice to you, take it as the break that it is and use it for your best interests. Use it to fill your well. Make it a high priority where you say, you know what, today I'm going to do the things that will make me feel good. Because it's not what you believe or think that's the end all and be all. A lot of times we look at mental health as, well, I'm broken, there's nothing I can do, I'm emotional, I'm reactionary. You feel very helpless. But in reality, when you take care of your physical self, then your mental and emotional issues start to work themselves out. When you take care of your needs, then all those other things that tend to hijack you within you, they start to get resolved. Because emotions aren't the only reason that you don't feel good. They're just a contributing factor. Many times it's your choices, the everyday choices that you make, whether you felt like you really had a choice or not, but it's those everyday movements and experiences that create us or cause us all that angst and difficulty. So when we start to clean some of those things up, get our health back, make choices which we know are good for us. And they don't have to be work. They can be super pleasurable. And that's why you work with somebody who knows what they're talking about, because they can help you through this. So anyways, if you're feeling stuck, reach out. We've got a wonderful group we're starting. We're keeping it super affordable. You're going to get tons of great, oh my gosh, the daily live streams, weekly coaching, monthly, strategy, mastermind calls, email support in between, weekly check-ins. You start to get the support and the community and the love that you need to get out of this, because you can't do this by yourself. So reach out and share this with people that that you think it could help, because we don't have to stay in this position. There's so much more that can be done. Okay. And I look forward to working with you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.